Yeah, I think it was a tough game, something we expected. There hasn't been a game in Concacaf League over these 3 years that hasn't been a challenge, and I think today was a good game of football between two teams that do it a little bit differently, but effective in the way they do it. I thought maybe we had a spell in the first half of about 15 minutes where we could have been better, but for the large part of the game, we've done a lot of good things out there, and we just haven't gotten the goal that we needed today.
Hi, Bobby. Really good performance today. A lot of chances, especially in the second half, to possibly come away with a win. But the most important thing is you didn't give up a goal. And away goals, as you know from previous things, are so important in this. The mentality of your team, though, going to these away games, I know it's been a pain for you not having games in Hamilton, but it must prepare you so well now, going into a tough situation on the road, needing to get an away goal for the win.
Yeah, to be honest, it's something we've enjoyed, and I know it's hard to say because we've been away from home for long periods and spells, competing in this event over the last few years, even with the first round in El Salvador, having to play both ties down there. But I think that's built character in the team, and I think that gives us a lot of confidence going into this next match. We know the importance of goals. We also know we're a team that doesn't go 2 games without scoring a goal, and we've gone into various countries in Central America. We scored goals. We've done it last year in Panama playing against Taro. So we're confident in that in the next game. And that makes this next tie next Tuesday very interesting.
Thanks. Hey, Bobby. I hope you're doing well. You mentioned that in the first half there may be some stretches where you weren't super happy with, but the second half it seemed like you guys were able to get a little bit more control of the ball and maybe play things more on your own terms. Was there anything maybe that you adjusted at that point, or thought that you wanted to switch to maybe get a little bit more control?
Yeah, I think in the first half, I think we switched that a little bit early on and just found the right pockets where we can play through, and it's something we talked about at halftime and showed the guys on how we're getting through some zones very easily, and we wanted to focus on that in the second half. So I think the guys coming out in the second half had a clear picture of it. From the first half, sometimes it's not as easy to adjust within the run of play, but I think we did an okay job. But in the second half, we hit all those areas, and we've created opportunities. We created sequences. We just needed that one to get in the back of the net. But we've seen a lot of good things today, and we're confident going into the next one.
Hi, Bobby. Krista here, digital host with Forge FC. Just going off what you just mentioned, besides scoring a goal, what are some of the things you want to keep consistent with the team going into the second leg, and what are some things you'd like to change?
Yeah, I think Independiente is a team that likes to counter, likes to play a little bit direct, and I think we just need to control the tempo of the game. It doesn't matter whether we're playing home or away; it doesn't make a big difference to me. So we need to go into Panama and control and find our ways to move that ball around and get into a good rhythm of things. And then I think, once you've done that, then you do it enough, good things come out of it. And defensively, we were good. I think like I said, there was a spell in 10, 15 minutes in the first half where I think we just could have been tighter on a few things in transitions. But all around, the guys did a good job out there. We've mixed up the group in the second half with some changes that I thought went well, and that gives us a good thing. Looking forward to next Tuesday.
Hey, Bobby. How are you feeling tonight? And I suppose you brought up Tauro there a couple of questions back. Just what did you make of playing at Tim Hortons Field finally tonight for what feels like the first time in a long time in CONCACAF League, and then the experience that you guys have having played Tauro back in November of last year?
Yeah, overall, my thoughts on tonight is we're always going to be happier with a win. I think as a coach and as a team, you're happier with a win. You're happier with a goal in the back of the net. But when you come out of the game and you look at the performance, we haven't given up a goal, which is important in these ties. And we've got the results to play for going into Panama. It's not somewhere that's new. It's somewhere we've been before. We spent I think it was 13 days in Panama last year preparing for that Taro match and playing that match. So we're again going to familiar territory the same way we did with El Salvador this year, and having been there last year as well. And I think that just makes it easier. You know where you're going, you know where you're staying, you know where you're training, and kind of what the conditions are like down there. And those are all things that you have to use to your advantage and go out there and just execute a game plan. And I think, that's where maybe we could have been a little bit better throughout certain points of the game today. And I think we'll look at that for next Tuesday, but we definitely have a roadmap to get there.